guys, what I see happening in Labour Party is more like what happened in Rivers State, where they have two people or two governments in a state. Because right now, I think they have Abure-led government in Labour Party, and then they now have P2B and Alex Otti-led government in Labour Party. So we don't know who is who, but a Supreme Court gave an order that this person is sacked. Abure is no longer the leader or the chairman of the Labour Party. That let the party decide by itself. So even P2B and Alex Otti held a conference or a meeting in Abuja, but I like us to hear it from Aisha Yusuf. I have a message to Abure from Alex Otti. So he said, attempting to destroy the Labour Party will lead to your destruction. Governor Alex Otti wants Abure. So if he has ears, let him hear, because now everybody's against him. So I think the best thing to do is just to back off. So I like us to take a listen to what Aisha Yusuf have to say and air your views in the comment section. I'll see you guys in a minute.
This one I'm looking at, Mr. Peter Obi and Alex Otti have summoned Labour Party NEC for stakeholders meeting. So I'm not saying anything, and I cannot do too much of a bekuve, because like I said, there's somebody that I don't want to disturb with my voice, my noise. The two leading figures of the Labour Party, and this is Parallel Facts reporting this, the 2023 presidential flag bearer Peter Obi and the sole state governor of the party, Alex Otti of Abia State, have summoned the National Executive Committee of the party in Abuja on Wednesday, April 9, 2025. In a notice signed by the two men, the NEC meeting shall be followed concurrently by an interactive town hall engagement with major stakeholders on other organs of the party at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. And I think this is a very good one. First of all, it's in Abuja. First of all, it's in Transcorp Hilton, so you know it's serious business. It's not the normal one, chekale, this thing like that. I'm not fancy, but you know sometimes the way Nigeria is, you have to bring out certain things. So that is one. Just saying. And then it's in Abuja, it's in the capital, and they're going to have this NEC meeting, and after the NEC meeting they're also going to have, you know, a bigger town hall interactive session. This is the time where you're saying what's going on, what's the way out, what are the intrigues, what are the things that might be done, is there a certain trap that is being set, even if there is, how can those traps be, you know, surmounted? Is it worth it to continue? Is it not worth it? You know, all those questions. So if you have those questions, find a way. There's going to take place at the Hiltons on Wednesday, April 9, 2025. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is taking place. In a notice signed by the two men, the NEC meeting shall be followed concurrently by the interactive town hall engagement with major stakeholders and other organs of the party. The stakeholders listed to attend the meeting include the vice presidential candidate for the 2023 election, serving and former senators and senatorial candidates of Labour Party in the 2023 election, serving and former members of House of Representatives and LP candidates in the 2023 election, all members of the National Caretaker Committee and NTC, all former governors, candidates who are still in the party, representatives of NLC, TUC, Political Commission, all members of the former Labour Party National Working Committee. The meeting in furtherance of the Supreme Court ruling the meeting is in furtherance, it's in furtherance of the Supreme Court ruling last weekend terminating the Julius Abure-led NWC. The press release was signed by spokesman of POMR, Ibrahim Umar. So, like I said earlier, this is it's a good move. And let's all understand, politics, like for me, I'm at this stage in my life where I'm like, politics is everything. We have to do this politics. We have to be part of it. We need more people in there, because at the end of the day, politics is where we get the governance, you know, that we need to have. So let's see what comes out of this party. Unfortunately, I'm currently not in the country, so I won't be able to attend that particular meeting. I would have loved to actually be like, oh my goodness, when the meeting came out, like, oh my goodness, I'll be out, but I have to be out of the country for some really serious issue that needed my attention, and so here I am. But let's keep going. And one thing I want to say to every one of us, let's not lose hope. I know there are a lot of people who feel that it is better for them to say that things will not work than to hope and risk the eventuality of maybe their hope being dashed. But just stay on, just believe, just put in the work. Let's just put in the work. And I can tell you, by the time we collectively put in the work, a lot will happen. See what happened with, is it 22 months? It's about 22 months. See what we did with Mr. Peter Obi. They were telling us that it is only 4 people in a room tweeting, nothing will happen, but yet they had to. And right now they keep telling you that, oh, Mr. Peter Obi is not a this, it's not that, but yet it is his people that they are looking at for one after the other. It is his party that they are looking at. When they're talking about any discussion of coalition or whatever, Mr. Peter Obi's name is the first that is on that list. So that tells you a lot. And I also want to remind us that if we do nothing, that this thing is going to worsen. Just see Buhari's time, that was the worst of his kind time. It's not being looked upon as saying, okay, it might even be better or anything like that. So imagine if this time that we are in, that is so terrible, now becomes the better of another time. And you see it. And this is the time for everybody's hand to be on deck. Don't think that you are safe from what Tinubu is planning. Sure, you saw the Elegushi something title that they've withdrawn his security details because he sort of like supported the removal of Obasa. And I think even Sanwo-Olu, they say Sanwo-Olu too is now currently facing some fire or whatever. All of these intrigues going on. I see some people who are like, oh, okay, yeah, family fight. If they can do, and I did a tweet, I said, if they can do that to family member, what about you and I? So this is the time for us to have a collective anger, collective stand, and be able to say that, no, enough is enough. We are not going to take any of these things. So let's just continue to just do the needful and ensure that we don't just allow things to just go like that. So we'll see what comes out of the meeting. We will see the resolution that are reached, and let's just do. But most importantly for me, if there's one thing that Labour Party is going to do right now, to begin to really change this thing, is to go into massive recruitment drive, massive registration, get people to join in their millions. If people join in their millions, people who want Nigeria to work, there's no how they will not overwhelm the ones who don't want Nigeria to work. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and God bless you. And yeah, my face is a little bit this thing. I just need to go and rest a little bit, shower, rest. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Yes. Thank you so much.
Say this is happening in other parties, trying to look like what happened in River State, where Fubara has his government and Wiki has his own government. Because right now it's as if Abure has his own government and then P2B and Alex have his own government. And now they sacked Abure government, but they don't want to leave. The same way they removed the worker or the government of Wiki University, but they don't want to go. So you see how they are coming together to resemble, and this always comes out to turn to crisis. What happened in the River State, this is how it started. And if it's not being dealt with, this might result to something that is bad in the future. Because right now, Abure is trying to destroy what we have built as obedience. Because obedience were the ones that supported the Labour Party in that election and made it a very big opposition, to the extent that anybody that is opposing or coming against Labour Party will know that it's coming against a very big party. Imagine Labour Party that came from nowhere and became the top in that last election, because people were cheering for people to be an Alex Otti, and we have seen the good Alex Otti doing in Abia State. So it's a proof that the party can produce a reasonable candidate that can help to resolve this country and make it a better place. But let me get your views in the comment section. Please guys in my next video.